Evening News with Lucrezia Millarini.
Good evening. Both the Middle East and the wider world remain braced tonight for the vengeance Israel has vowed to carry out after yesterday's massive missile attack by Iran. But the conflicts in the region continue to grow in ferocity today. The Israeli military confirmed this afternoon that 8 of its soldiers have been killed in fierce fighting against Hezbollah forces in Lebanon. There have been more airstrikes on Beirut and more Hezbollah rockets fired back across the border. Meanwhile, the war in Gaza, which triggered this widening conflict, continued today with more Israeli airstrikes and more deaths. We'll have a report from Tel Aviv as it recovers from yesterday's missile attack in a moment. But first, our international editor, Emma Murphy, has the latest from Beirut. In Tel Aviv, people have been trying to come to terms with the sudden barrage of ballistic missiles launched by Iran yesterday. Israeli defence systems aided the US and UK, as well as its procedures for civilian shelter, kept casualties and damage to a minimum. But some of the missiles did strike, and there was also a terror attack on the street in which at least 7 people were killed, which Hamas has admitted carrying out. Our correspondent Rachel Younger reports from a city suddenly on the front line. The defence systems that held off the bulk of the Iranian missile attack on Israel no doubt saved many lives. This was a barrage on an unprecedented scale, and as we've heard, both in the US and the UK helped in the defence operation. The Defence Secretary John Healey has been in Cyprus, where he told our correspondent Carl Dinnan about Britain's role. Well, this is already effectively a war on 3 fronts against Hezbollah inside Lebanon, in the Hamas stronghold of Gaza, and now with Iran's intervention within Israel itself. Israel and Iran are 2 of the region's most powerful countries and oldest enemies, and they are now in direct conflict with one another. Geraint Vincent is here to take us through. But the geopolitics of a dangerous conflict, such as what is happening now in the Middle East, never really tell the stories of the human cost, the men, women and children caught up in it. Like, for instance, the young girl that our correspondent John Ray met in southern Lebanon. There's plenty more to come on the ITV Evening News, including they've all been speaking at the party's conference. More on that and lots more after the break. That's what I've been doing wrong all this time. That's it for now. Tom's back at 10, but from all of us on the evening, bye-bye.